What's good, people? It is Tony the Savant. And before we get started, please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel as well. If you have not already, please subscribe to the channel as I drop content daily, go live daily. So you're very busy on this platform. And last but not least, please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments section as I am intrigued to know what you all have to say about these topics. And ladies and gentlemen, we continuing on with the Olympic series as Stephon Marbury has set NBA Twitter on fire. Now, I just seen the tweet. I was in the NBA Twitter streets just checking up on some stuff to talk about for these next few segments. As we are getting around to the NFL season as well, but I wanted to make sure that we got our Olympic coverage, done properly. And Stephon Marbury, bro, I was not aware of this until just now, made some comments about this Olympic MVP, the controversial choice of LeBron James receiving it over Steph Curry. As I think the consensus is Steph Curry earned it. Steph definitely had a better storyline, attached to this Olympics, being his first Olympic run and also being the catalyst of the two games that was associated with the gold medal. I don't think a lot of people are paying attention to that. Yeah, Steph Curry had a slow start the first 3 or 4 games, but the last 2 games in the stretches that it mattered, Steph Curry went off. So everybody was on the consensus that Steph should have received the award. I'm of that opinion as well, although I will say my bias is at play. But one name, one NBA legend. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this just ain't Tony the Savant. This just ain't some Joe Schmoes on NBA Twitter going, petitioning for Steph Curry. It was an actual NBA legend, Stephon Marbury himself, who was actually a teammate of LeBron James's on the infamous 2004 bronze medal team. Stephon Marbury went to Twitter and he said that he feels like the Olympic Committee called out the wrong name. That what Steph Curry displayed was nothing short of being the best player in the Olympic tournament. He also said that LeBron James is the man, the king, all that goofy glazing that they do, but he said that he did not earn this award. And I'm in lockstep with him on that. This is another one of those participation awards that LeBron James received. We've seen this movie, what was that, 7 months ago with the in-season tournament. They just made up a tournament for LeBron James to be the MVP of. And I just think that it's crazy to say, or to even have an MVP in an Olympic tournament where everybody is sacrificing their numbers, everybody is kind of playing different. Even if you got a guy, even with the likes of a guy like Joker, Nikola Joker is the only dude of note on his team, but even he even plays different in the Olympic setting because that's what it's called. You're playing with the best of the best players of your country, giving everybody a chance to represent their country, unless you're Steve Kerr, and that's what it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be the most selfless game that you play, the Olympic Games. But at the same time, somehow, some way, these people have found a way to glaze LeBron James and give him this award. And the Bron-sexuals have already been sent 100 memes of LeBron James, little criteria, his list of it, where people are saying that he's the first NBA player to win NBA Finals MVP, All-Star MVP, in-season tournament MVP, and now Olympic MVP. When the two last awards didn't even exist in Michael Jordan's era. As I learned that the Olympic MVP was not a thing until 2004. It's only a 20-year-old award. And I couldn't tell you who was the last Olympic MVP, to be honest. I never kept up with that. Again, I thought the Olympics was always the most selfless basketball, or the most selfless games that you would play, considering that you're playing for the country on your back. But nonetheless, shout out to Stephon Marbury, because not a lot of people are going to call this out. I even predicted, much like they did in 2020 to Anthony Davis's stellar performance. I think Anthony Davis averaged 30 points, like 5 rebounds, 5 assists in that 2020 bubble ring run. But guess who got the Finals MVP? You know what I mean? That guy again. So it's just a matter of the fact that we've seen this movie before. Very unfair and a little unjust, considering the fact that you have guys like Steph Curry, even Kevin Durant. If you wanted to give the award to Kevin Durant, I'm not mad at that, considering that Kevin Durant came off the bench and saved this to Olympic team at least 2 or 3 times. And again, I won't sit here and say that Steph Curry had the most brilliant or the best Olympic run I've ever had, but those last 2 games were damn near magical. And I think that he stole the award, from LeBron James. Of course, they still robbed him, much like they did in 2016, or 2015. They robbed him again with this particular MVP, but we seen Steph go through this situation again. Somehow, some way, Andre Iguodala was the best player in the 2015 finals. After Steph Curry, went and got himself in a unanimous MVP. No, was that the next season? He was the MVP of the 2015 season as well. But somehow, some way, the powers that be said that Andre Iguodala was the best player. So it's just amazing to me that this is a reoccurring thing with Steph. He was even robbed. A lot of people feel like he was robbed of one of the NBA finals when Kevin Durant was there. I mean, that's for debate, but he went and got that back in 2022. So Steph has always risen to the moment. He's always, proved to the world that he was who he was, and this was just another case of it. And again, I feel like if all was right, and these people wasn't so prioritized with glazing LeBron James, if all was right and fair, then people would be saying right now Steph Curry, or talking about how Steph Curry stole the MVP award from LeBron James, rather, because we all know that they was going to give it to LeBron anyway. But those last 2 games in the Olympics, nobody seen that coming. Nobody, seen Steph Curry doing what he did against Serbia with those 36 points, 9 big threes. And nobody, again, seeing them, nobody foresaw him doing what he did in the actual gold medal game. As when it came down to the wire, that's when Steph Curry came alive, if you will. He had 8 big shots in that game, all of them being 3-pointers, ended it off with 24 points. 8 threes, 24 points for Kobe, hitting the numbers for sure. But just this. That's my favorite player for a reason, man. You know what I mean? And again, he's displayed that. This is what Steph Curry has been doing the entirety of his career, give or take. Whenever Steph has a moment or an opportunity to really raise his game, that's what he does, more times than not. And so, again, shout out to Stephon Marbury for bringing this to the attention of the NBA world. Of course, the Bronsexuals are running around, again, coming up with all these crazy memes and visuals to glaze their king. I was sent another one where they showing Michael Jordan won two gold medals, and LeBron James won 4 or 3 now. I'm just like, you clowns was just waiting. Y'all just be waiting in the shadows with the stupidest takes. LeBron James is doing all of this, and he's still not going to be the unanimous GOAT. I promise you. You can vote amongst the NBA players. You can vote amongst the common man. Michael Jordan is still going to win that poll because LeBron James can do all he want to do. I feel like LeBron is conspiring with the NBA and Nike to do what he has to do to try to enhance his resume, and it's just not working, bro. This Olympic MVP award don't impress nobody but the Bronsexuals. This Olympic MVP award didn't make anybody think that LeBron James is the best player that didn't already think that. That's the point I'm making. If you didn't already have LeBron as the quote-unquote GOAT, this Olympic award didn't move the needle for you, and I argue that there's nothing LeBron James could do at this point in regards to moving that needle. He's just out there playing for empty calories, empty stats, and we're just subject to it until this man retires. But again, as long as I got breath in my lungs, especially as long as I report in sports, I will sing that that Steph Curry was the MVP of the 2024 Paris Olympics, and not just saying that off biasness. I'm saying that because that's what we actually seen. That's what we actually. That's what actually went down. You know what I mean? And it's just unfortunate. There are people that's in the sports world that have a lot more money and they make a lot more decisions as far as these awards, goes. They decided to give it to LeBron James for whatever reason. Don't mean it's true. You know what I mean? And again, this man averaged 5 turnovers in 6 games. LeBron James averaged 5 turnovers, y'all. He damn near averaged as many turnovers as it was games. And somehow, some way, he's the MVP. Costing the team possessions, keeping teams in the games because a lot of his turnovers led to points on the other side for the team. I think South Sudan scored on all of his turnovers, all 6 of his turnovers when they faced him. So, you giving away 12 points a game, you averaging 16. It just don't add up. It just don't add up. So, again, shout out to my GOAT, Steph Curry, for shutting the world up again. For really, well, not just the world, not even the world. I think everybody respects and understand what Steph Curry is, except these bronzexuals in the media. They go out of their way to suppress Steph Curry's greatness. This is just another instance of it. But that's all I got for y'all on this one. Shout out to Stephon Marbury again, another one of my favorite NBA players, one of the NBA legends right now. And again, if y'all don't want to hear from me, a lot of these dudes be like, they got to hear from the people that actually play the game, quote unquote. Stephon Marbury is one of the most respected NBA players of all time. He didn't win a championship, no MVPs and nothing like that, but he's one of those dudes in the Allen Iverson class and Tracy McGrady, class. He sit at that table where he didn't have to win a damn thing and still earn the respect of his peers as one of the most elite players of his era. So he said it, not me. Y'all bronzexuals can be mad about it all y'all want. Please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel as well. Subscribe to the channel, man. Please do subscribe as I drop content daily, go live daily, stay very busy on the platform. And last but not least, please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Let's have some dialogue. Tell me who y'all thought was the Olympic MVP. Again, I had Steph. I had KD right behind him. KD got it because KD made history. He was already the leading scorer. I believe he became the leading rebounder and the leader in field goal attempts for the Olympic team, for the Olympic history. So he was making some history himself this game or this tournament. And I wouldn't be mad if he got the MVP as well. But, somehow, some way they squeeze LeBron James in the mix like they always do. I am Tony the Savant. Peace.